I cannot comprehend how the Delphos we dealt with could possibly be the hero of legend. How did it come to this? And why?
Gee whiz, enough with the questions. Why don't you ask him?
At this point, I'm totally lost. I don't know what's going on. I barely know who's who. But now's the time for action, not thought. I'll do whatever needs doing.
We can always count on Karina's go-getter attitude.
Indeed. But we must not allow her to shoulder all the strife.
Let's ask Vuskov for a ride to Guju.
Time for our handy-dandy fairy flute.
Let me see. A rare item!
My partnership with the spirits is profound.
I feel a deep connection with the spirits. I feel like I'm one with the spirits.
I have the spirits to thank.
I'm getting stronger day by day. Good job, man.
I'm on the right track.
My bond with the spirits virgins.
elements are all around us. I'm starting to twig it. The elements are all around us.
And off we go!
Whatever happened to the flower on your head, Jule?
I think it goes dormant after the alm is appointed. Why?
Aw, I really wanted to try and pluck it.
That Delaphos was not someone to trifle with.
Yeah. This is the first time we've come across someone so powerful.
Remember that you don't have to face him alone. We're with you, Val.
Thanks, Morley. All of your support means a lot. Thanks, everyone.
In your debt.
We owe you.
Remember to rest, little one.
I have to fulfill my duty at the Soul Guard.
We ask for your assistance. Surrender. Next, Salamander commanding.
That's the last.
Salamander fire. Easy.
Don't let victory go to your head.
There is so much I long to learn. About heroes, Benevodons, even the very way of the world. I do find it difficult to admit my academic shortcomings.
It's thanks to your studies that you were able to lead your people from such a young age. Those years weren't wasted. Have more faith in yourself.
Morley, thank you for your words of wisdom.
Come at me!
Selfie.
Phantom Blade! Okay.
We might get some use out of this.
And off we go!
See you
We will
later.
meet again.
Remember to...
Huh? plan our next move.
Look at that! Figured y'all had reached the mana tree by now. What happened to that seed you were gonna use to climb the cliffs?
Oh, we fixed that problem ages ago. You should see the size of the stalk.
Good to hear it. But you picked a heck of a time to be visiting Guju, let me tell you. A big feller with a sword to match showed up with Orin in tow. Things don't look good.
Orin's alive?
For now. But he doesn't stand a chance against Delafos.
He's trying his best by my account. They're up there now by Liza's resting place. If she gets hit by a stray attack, well, let's just say you better get up there as quick as you can. I don't want any harm to come to either of them.
I don't know how strong Orin is, but I doubt he's stronger than Delafos.
And there's Liza's statue to worry about as well.
Orin. Liza.
Welcome! Peruse at your leisure. Come back anytime!
Let's plan our next move. The mana sword. I need it. I have to save Liza.
You are not worthy to be its master.
Oh no! Liza!
The rabble has returned, I see. The powers sealed within this land have returned to me. I have no more need of this place. Gareth, Avatar of Earth and Power, heed my summons. Destroy all that stands in your way, and live again!
core stones? But both of them. Core stones. Orin. Liza.
Gotta say, humans and the like are more tenacious than I thought. To go so far for the sake of others. Sproutlings are connected to our fellows in our environment, but I've never seen that kind of devotion in our tribe.
Orin may have been mistaken in the means of his undertaking, but his vision for a world without alms was not without merit.
Say what you want, but I'm never gonna forgive him for what he did to Hina.
I guess that things are never as cut and dried as you want them to be. And this coming from me, mind you. If we'd only been able to learn more about Orin's plan before all this. Well, no use crying over a spilt watering can. Now that we're here, it's basically up to us to figure out whether Orin had the right of it or not.
You think he was telling the truth? About the Mana Sword having the power to change the world?
Beats me. I've never held a sword in my life, let alone a legendary one.
Orin's gone, but I have so many questions. There has to be more to this than we know. What he did was wrong, but I can't fault him for wanting to save someone.
I agree.
For now, let's go break the news to Watts about Liza and Orin. I promise, Orin. I'll remember, and I'll consider the vision you sacrificed yourself for.
Did you find Orin? By the looks on your faces, I'm guessing.
Sorry. We were too late to save him. Or Liza.
Not your fault or responsibility. You tried your best, and I'm grateful for that. All I want to know is where that sword-wielded scum came from in the first place.
His name's Delafos, an ancient hero of legend.
What now?
There's trouble a-brewing. The Benevodon's loose. We better hightail it out of here pronto.
Benevodon? It can't be! Not one of them legendary beasts!
Yep, Gareth the Benevodon of Earth was sealed in these parts for thousands of years. Now that he's free, we're in for a bumpy ride.
We can't let Watts' home be destroyed. This village was special to Liza, and Orin too. We have to fight, everyone. Are you with me?
I mean, sure, if you think we're up to fighting an all-powerful primordial monster.
Right now, there's nobody else who can.
Y'all are willing to fight the Benevodon for us?
We have to try. Do you know where we can find Gareth?
I spotted the Benevodon deep in the Zawak Desert near an abandoned boat from bygone days. It's called the Diluc.
A boat in the sand. Well, it'll give us a foothold in the shifting terrain, at least.
With the seal broken and my powers being what they are, I'm easy pickings for a Benevodon. I know I've asked you for a lot already, but I'm begging you. Please save Goodju one more time.
We will. Let's head straight to the Diluc.
Perfect.
Benevodons might be too much for us, but we... And off we go! After what Orin did, and what he suffered, I don't know how I feel about him anymore. Sadness? Anger? What I do know is that he didn't deserve to be cut down like that.
It's so frustrating. I want to be mad.
My impression of Orin was not favorable, even at the end. But I assume that Val holds many more memories of the man than I.
They were acquainted before I joined the pilgrimage. Now, it's dealing with a lack of closure for the emotions Orin left behind.
This feels great!
See you
We will
later.
meet again.
Remember to rest,
Let's rest up.
little one.
Let's plan our next move. And off we go! This feels great!
My guess is that's the boat we're looking for, the Diluc. We made it to the Diluc.
There is nothing that seems as sinister as a Benevodon here.
Should we board and take a look?
How? Can Ramco give us a lift?
Ramco's still a baby. She can't carry us all.
Oh,
Huh?
Ow. That's one way to board. There's nothing here.
Oh no. Something is here, alright? And it's a Benevodon. Gareth is coming! Take cover!
Oh no, it's bigger than I thought.
Don't worry. We can do... Watch my aim. this! I'm on it! Here, use this! Use this! I'm on it! I'm on it!
We won, but...
Defeating them won't make them disappear. The Benevodons are part of nature, aspects of the elements.
What's this?
Huh?
Oh my. Do you suppose this light could be the Lumina Lantern? One of the elemental vessels?
How did it turn up here of all places?
The legends say the hero sailed the world defeating Benevodons in each empire. This craft and its contents are most likely a relic from that era. The goddess bequeathed the vessels unto her champion in order to aid him on his mission to seal the monsters.
That makes it sound like the hero and goddess were on good terms back then, considering her gifts.
Something must have happened that turned him against the Mana Goddess.
Deilophos used the dialect to seal away the Benevodons originally. His loss is our gain. If he wants to throw away his elemental vessels, then I say we call dibs on him. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Now what do we do? Even if we wanted to get Hina's core stone back, we don't know where Deilophos went.
If he's going around waking up sleeping Benevodons, maybe we can head him off. Ambush him?
The Benevodons seem to be sealed near the homelands of the Alms. There are 7 monsters left, so...
If you will permit a proposal. I know of someone stationed in the Lagrazzo Dark Archives who may be able to assist us. He is the most intelligent of all the students and scholars on the islet. His name is Aish, head curator of Lagrazzo.
The Dark Archives sound promising. We might even be in time to meet up with the newly appointed Alm of Darkness.
Thanks, Palomina. Lagrazzo is as good a place to start as any.
The Dark Archives are on the southern end of the Trinia continent, on Brazzo Island.
Sounds like we gotta give Vuskov another call. The northern coast should be a good place to pick out a tune on the fairy flute. I almost forgot about the Alms of Light and Darkness. Have they finally been appointed?
Usually they would have made it to the capital by this point in the pilgrimage, but...
Nothing about this journey has been following the norms. It's troubling.
Well, the people at Lagrazzo will probably know something.
Tell us more about the head curator, Palomina.
Aish is a very scholarly specimen. I have met none so knowledgeable on as many subjects as him. As my tutor, He took great care of me when I visited the...
Lagrazzo has the Dark Archives, which means there are lots of books there, right?
More than I have ever witnessed around the world. They say all knowledge is housed in its halls.
I hope we find more information about all this. And about core stones. It's so gloomy here. Feels like we're gonna get jumped by a ghost or something.
Could you not, Val?
It is not as grim as all that, I assure you. Brazzo Islet is known for its rolling fog. Not to worry, we will get acclimated to it accordingly.
Is that a menacing shadow I see in the mists?
Julay, please.
Creepy spooks and frightened mooks.
Is that necessary?
The name does this place justice. It sure... Taking this. Got some syrup. Taking this. Grizzly! Yes!
Babu, ba-doo-doo-bum, da baba-doo-bum. Dub, ba-ba-da. Dub, ba-ba-da. Dub, ba-ba-ba-da. Dub, ba-ba-ba-da. Da-doo-goo-da.
This is kind of exciting. Nice! Let's plan our next move. Yes! Grizzly!
seem you have happy doing business with you. I seem you happy doing business with you. Come back anytime.
Let's rest up. Yes!
My bond with the spirit's virgins. May this cultivate our connection.
The elements are all around us. I'm starting to twig it.
My horizons have broadened.
This is kind of exciting. Is this? Yes! Let's rest up.
Pamail. Welcome back to the archives.
Who are you?
Please, remain calm. I am pleased to see you in good spirits, as always, Master Aish.
Quite. After the appointment of the new Alm of Water, we received word from Niccolo that the party had to set off without the rest of the alms. As you may have surmised, the Alm of Darkness has not yet been named. I believe you all made the correct decision. That is, if I am indeed addressing the Alms and Soul Guard, I am Aish, head curator of these archives. I am honored to make your acquaintances. If it were not for the presence of your companion here, I might have remained in the stacks and missed your arrival completely.
Did you call her Pamail earlier? What is that, a nickname?
Oh, I assumed her fellow alms would be familiar with her alias. Palomina prefers to go by Pamail when visiting Legrazzo incognito.
Oh, you mean when you wear that outfit that fools no one?
Unfortunately, yes.
Nonsense. Your disguise fooled the majority of the scholars who live here. They were indubitably convinced of your humble origins.
You are too kind, but the affirmation is appreciated.
Well, if you two are friends, that makes this quicker. Can you help us find a way to deal with Deilophos?
Deilophos? Interesting. I did not expect to hear the name of such an ancient hero spoken under these circumstances. Tell me more. An unsettling predicament you find yourselves in, to be sure. Much as I would love to analyze your encounter in detail, I do not think we are afforded the luxury of time. We must now turn our attentions toward a way to successfully oppose Deilophos.
Great! Less small talk and more problem solving.
Forgive my directness, but are you perchance a sproutling? Your garb and stature seem to suggest so.
Could be. Who's asking?
This is the first time I've observed a sproutling up close. Our resources on the subject are limited. Might I convince you to submit a few tissue samples for further study?
I'm kind of busy with this whole Deilophos problem. Maybe later?
I will take you up on that.
Whoa there, buddy!
Circling back to our previous discussion, I believe your best chance against Deilophos would be to set a trap meant to inflict harm and sap his power. Unfortunately, the creation of such things has long since been deemed dangerous, and knowledge thereof banned from general consumption.
Makes sense to outlaw things that hurt people.
You will find that it has taken quite some time for humanity to reach that same conclusion, I fear. Arvid's War comes to mind, the single longest and deadliest conflict in our history. The seemingly endless fighting only ceased when the Benevodon presence made itself known. The combat records of the time we have on file state that the Benevodon's anger itself was incited by the wanton consumption of mana power by the people of the world.
Oh, I get it. The scholars wanted to keep people from causing another war, so they banned the study of their most dangerous techniques.
As you say. But I digress. So goes the tale of how the legendary hero traversed the world, sealing away the Benevodons in each of the lands, as we currently understand it. Even here in Legrazzo, we house a defeated Benevodon on the top tier of the Passagian Tome Spire, the Benevodon of Darkness, Zabelfar. After the monsters were sealed away, whispers of curses swept through the lands, warnings of prophetic disaster should the Benevodons awaken. Darkness will deepen, breeding monsters in its wake. As foretold, the Tome Spire now teems with fearsome enemies. The forbidden scripture you now seek rests in the middle of their nest, inaccessible to all who value their lives.
But what are we gonna do?
We must beat Deilophos at his own game, of course. Fear not. I will see you to the Passagian Tome Spire myself.
Did Ace just say he was coming with us? Into a den of monsters?
Can't be. He must mean to see us to the entrance.
Aish is certainly interesting, but he does seem to want to help us get to the Tome Spire at least. Let me see. A rare item!
Good job, man.
Yes! Taking this? Yes! This is kind of exciting. A rare item! Yes! Taking this? Yes! This is kind of exciting. Nice! Taking this? Yes!
We've
we've restocked the stores of ink, but according to my notes, I am afraid that the structural support for the building must be replaced as well.
Already? How time flies. Since we replaced the posts on the same schedule as the alms pilgrimage, without the fairy's arrival to remind us this year, we must have completely forgotten.
That's how you're propping up this place? Given the state of the architecture in Lagrazzo, I shouldn't be surprised. It's a little crooked.
How quick you are to judge. Every minute detail of these halls has been measured thoroughly for structural integrity. As such, even the slightest bit of negligence in the upkeep will cause the complete collapse of the building.
Then what are you doing? Get a replacement now!
The apprentice scribe was meant to acquire a suitable reinforcement, I believe. You should ask him. More importantly, am I in the presence of this year's convoy of alms?
Yes, indeed. Though they are currently lacking an alm of fire, the rest of them represent the alms of wind, the moon, water, and wood.
Fascinating. An alm of the moon has not been designated for at least 16 years. We've sent several scribes to Aetern in the past to document the changes since its destruction.
I think those two got distracted.
What are we supposed to do about the building?
Honestly, I care more about Aisha's promise to show us to the Tome Spire.
You can't just let the building fall. I'll go ask the apprentice for starters.
We will accompany Aish, so as to attempt to extricate him from that animated exchange as soon as possible.
Hooray. We get to babysit the head curator of the Dark Archives.
Okay, if I were an apprentice scribe, where would I be? In the archives, I guess. Let's rest up. Taking this. Excuse me, I'm supposed to ask you about a structural support for the courtyard? Can you help?
Support? I don't know if we have any replacements stored away.
Hang on, aren't you the one in charge of getting new ones?
I wasn't given any official requisition notice from management. Restocking these things takes time. I keep trying to tell them. Though, it is the scheduled maintenance period for the courtyard. The entire building could fall and crush the documents we have on file. There's a record of just such a tragedy in the past. A large number of tomes and the scholars in charge of them went missing after a freak accident. They were caught up in...
Oh no, I can't waste any more time. Forget about the history lesson. What can I do to help now?
Well, if you can find an object of equivalent length, I'm sure that will work. There has to be something here in the archives. Let's see here. The courtyard structure needs a post exactly 68.1 centimeters long. Thank you for taking the trouble to assist us. We hardly ever see such friendly visitors in Lagrazzo.
Friendly, huh? You don't have a lot of helpful neighbors here?
A hazard of Lagrazzo's locale. This gloomy place doesn't lend itself to cheerful company, I'm afraid. I suppose a soul guard from Tiania such as yourself may be predisposed to helping people. Is it one of the criteria from which they decide who to send with the alms? Or maybe...
Not another long-winded tangent. I don't have time. Hold that thought. Gotta take care of a few things. Right, so if I were a building support, where would I be? Guess it's back to the... Hey, mind if I take a look at your broom?
Oh ho! I see that you too are a connoisseur of sweeping implements. This broom here is over 400 years old, a favorite of one of the more famous Alms of Darkness.
Wow, how is something so old in such good condition?
Can't you guess? Not a single one of us scholars cares a whit for cleaning. Oh, we have not touched the broom for centuries.
So it's a decoration? Well, I'd love to get some use out of the thing, but it's too long.
A pity. It is a marvelous instrument.
Then maybe you should, you know, tidy up?
A new face? Splendid! Me?
A what?
A giant!
From Storybook.
This is proof.
I didn't realize.
Why didn't you say?
But I can't use some.
Never sa-
When you put it that way. Okay, all right. Now. Finally! This should be the perfect size. Now to take it back to Aish. If he's finished with his conversation, that is.
Welcome! Come back anytime!
My word, sproutlings are like nothing I've ever seen before. There is so much we could learn, so much we could study.
You said you're of a very advanced age, correct? The regenerative plant-like properties in your genetic makeup might have something to do with it. Or perhaps...
Oh, you're back! Finally!
Sorry, it took a while to find something usable.
The diminutive nature of sproutlings might be an evolutionary means to conserve energy within a small frame, according to a treatise I read last year.
Val, you have the replacement, right? Tell me you found something.
It's not exactly what we wanted, but I found a giant's fork that could fit the bill.
Oh yes, the support! I nearly forgot about it yet again.
Do you mind? We were chronicling our newest discoveries on the growth cycles of sproutlings.
Keeping your city from crumbling is more important.
I suppose we might as well replace the support post now before we become even more distracted. Let's see. A fine post, I must say. Make a note to replace this again exactly 1,460 days from now.
Val, in acknowledgement of your services to the archives, I would like to present you with the old support.
Thanks, but we don't need your leftover junk.
Goodness! I believe this item would be better identified as the elemental vessel, Shade Sight.
How fortunate! It appears that luck is on your side, Val.
They used an elemental vessel to prop up a structure?
We use the tools at our disposal to fix problems as they arise. But I digress. We are finished here, if I am not mistaken. Let us make our way to the Tome Spire, as promised.
I doubt that Aish and I will ever see eye to eye.
How do you manage to keep up with someone like Aish, Palomina?
We have been friends since our youth, and fellowship begets forgiveness. He has not changed.
So, you've known each other for a long time, then?
So, that's one more elemental vessel for us. Let's see what else Aish has to show us. Sounds like we all had a tough time with this little adventure. Better gear up and make sure I'm ready to take on the Passagean Tomespire.
I'm getting stronger day by day.
Let's rest up. Grizzly! Yes! Grizzly! Let me see. Nice! Taking this? Grizzly! Taking this? This is kind of exciting. This might be useful.
The Tome Spire was built by the Grand Archivist, Passagean. Stored within its depths is the forbidden book we seek. Passagean is said to have tamed the malevolent monsters in Noah, employing it to protect his collection of knowledge, including that tome. But before I digress further, let us go forth.
Say what now? Together? Didn't you say there were monsters in there?
I am aware of the dangers. Are you the sort that would leave a colleague behind? Or do I not count as a colleague, as I am not one of the alms you are charged with protecting? My safety is irrelevant to your current objective.
He's worried about your safety, and that's why he wants you to stay here. Don't assume Val's indifferent like you.
Aha! I believe I have a solution. From now on, you may consider me a friend. Surely the bonds of friendship are reason enough to bring me with the rest of the group. Now that that is settled, shall we climb the spire?
The nerve of some people. You can't just come and declare yourself someone's friend. It's gotta be a mutual thing.
My companions, calm yourselves. Aish is also an accomplished magic user. He will not slow our stride.
Palamina, I know you like the guy, but...
Keep in mind that he cannot be dissuaded once he has made a decision.
never seen so many books.
Oh. The Grand Archivist Passagian recorded every single bit of knowledge he possessed. He preserved it all here in the Tome Spire, so that his wisdom might endure beyond his lifespan. Oh, a scholar's dream.
Every one of these books is full of stuff this Passagian guy just knew? There are more texts here than someone can read in a lifetime.
I don't know. I bet I could get through these while keeping watch over the burrow.
And how long were you intending to do that, Jule?
Gracious, I was almost entirely swept away. But we have a mission to complete. Avoid what skirmishes you can, and keep an eye out for the Forbidden Tome.
What is up with this place? The bookshelves move on their own?
Passagian's mastery of the magical arts knows no bounds. He devised an entire structure to protect his knowledge, and to this very day, it...
Oh no! Looks like Aish is falling behind!
What is going on? Why does this area look so warped? I can't tell up from down.
Oh, marvelous! I do so enjoy the experience of stasis flux, though I have only been in here once before. There are many theories, but we have no concrete proof of what causes this distortion. Mayhap I will solve the mystery one day. It could be linked to instability in the flow of mana power, or perhaps a byproduct of benevodonal interference, or even a trap laid by Passagian himself.
Great, we got it. Time to move on.
Marley, can I ask, what does operation?
Oh, Aish tends to say that things going on what it is. To digress means deviate from the original plot. So, when Aish is digressing, he's talking about other subjects.
Is that so? Well, in that case, basically everything these days seems like digressing to me.
Just what I need.
Theory?
Submit!
It's useless to run. Well, that's that.
He's working. Thanks for the pick-me-up.
This construct becomes curiouser and curiouser the further we progress.
Aish doesn't seem bothered by it, but the whole place is strange.
I must make a point to mention these phenomena to Aish at a later time.
I hope he has answers for you.
Got some syrup. Taking this. Taking this.
just me, or is Marley being more curt than usual?
It's not just you, but I don't think he's realized it himself.
Oh. Then I suppose you and I must keep a close eye on any further developments.
It's good to see you and Jule getting along, Karina.
Incoming! Got some syrup. Yes! Yes! Woohoo! Got some syrup. Incoming! Taking this. Take this! My gamut of knowledge broadens stew. Here, use this.
Karina, is your companion by any chance one of the legendary sacred beasts?
Is this the first time you noticed Ramco was here?
Apologies for the late introduction. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Ramco.
Yes! Woohoo! 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 Let me see. A rare item. Woohoo! Got some syrup. Woohoo! Woohoo! This is kind of exciting. Is this? Let me see. This might be useful. Feeling good. Phantom Flame. So fast. I need you. Fireball. Salamander. No. Allow me to assist. You're mine. I've got your back. Incoming! Got some syrup. Whoa! Watch yourselves, everyone. Take this! Here we are. This! Not so fast!
You forced my hand.
I can still fight you, boy. No shovel!
May this momentum motivate us.
Woohoo! Incoming! Woohoo! Incoming! Woohoo! Let's rest up. Let me see. Just wait. Phantom Blade. Fireball. Come at me. Filthy. Is this the end?
I'll deal with this.
I'll carry on from. Let's rest up. Yes! Got some syrup! Incoming! Woohoo! Incoming! Woohoo! Woohoo!
We have arrived. The book we need should be in here. The disaster prophesized for this region may have something to do with the presence of monsters in the Tome Spire. But how inspired is it for Passagian to have utilized such misfortune for his own purposes? Zenoa is a sight to behold.
Now is not the time for observation. It's time for action.
Purposefully putting monsters in his place is a bit extreme.
I don't think this monster will go easy on us.
Shame that we must dispense with such an intriguing subject.
I'm only just getting started.
All right.
I'm on it.
Free.
Take this! Phantom Flame! Thunder Saber! I'm on it! Here, use this! I'm only just getting started!
Emerge.
I can still fight! I think we can use the vessel!
You will pay.
Here, use this! I'm on it!
You force my
All right.
I'm on it! Take this!
This calls for the elemental vessel.
I'm on it! Here, use this! You're mine! Take this! I can still fight. Come on!
All right.
I can still fight.
Buckle up. Grant me strength.
I'm only just getting started. That's it. Now don't stop attacking. I'm on it.
Won't lose.
Here, use this. There you go. Time to settle this.
Burns!
I'm all right.
I was reckless. We asked for your assistance. The movement patterns are...
Here, use this. Gotta stay focused. Salamando! Here, use this. Parry. Phantom! I'm on it. I can still fight.
Does anybody have water?
I can still
I'll deal with this.
I'll carry on from here.
I refuse to relent.
Just what I need.
This event calls for the elemental vessel.
Here, use this. Time to call on the elemental spirits. Here, use this. What's this?
Time to get to work. I can help you.
I have been summoned.
I got this. That's it. Now don't stop attacking.
Summon the spirits to our side.
Here, use this.
The elemental vessel is ready.
I'm only just getting started. Is this the end? rest up. Taking this. Woohoo! Woohoo! Incoming! Woohoo! Incoming!
We have arrived. But
Purposefully putting monsters in his place is a bit extreme.
I don't think this monster will go easy on us.
shame that we must dispense with such an intriguing subject.
You handle it.
I'm only just getting started.
What do you think?
I can still fight. I can still fight. Very careful.
Get out that elemental power!
I'm on it. Here, use this.
I'll deal with this.
I'll carry on from here.
Criminy! I can't keep my footing!
Oh my, a spinning room? Incredible.
Gotcha. Salamando. I'm only just getting started.
Done yet.
I can still fight. I'm only just getting started. started. I'm on it. Here, use this.
Delicious one, see?
Here, use this. It's hot.
Delicious one, see?
You're mine. You're mine.
I'm not done yet. Shoot.
You're mine. You made it angry. You gotta stay focused. I'm on it. Here, use this. I'm on it. Not from scratch. I can still fight. I'm on it. I can still fight. Oh, it's just getting started. I'm on it. No, I'm only just getting started. Here, use this. I'm on it.
Buckle up. All right. Time to get to work.
Can't give up now.
Guess it's my turn.
I'll deal with this.
I'll carry on from here. Take this! Take this! Yeah! Come on! It's hot! Appreciate it. Save this one just for you! Unleashing my full power! Here, use this! I'm on it! Not so fast! Hang in there! I'm only just getting started! I'm on it! Gotta stay focused!
Master Ace, we have finished with this monster. But you?
Oh, yes. I have recorded all the relevant data. Feel free to clean it.
Take this! Is this the end?
I'll deal with this. I can help you.
Can't give up.
Guess it's my turn.
Time to get to work.
I'll carry on from here. Not so fast! Use this!
I'm not done yet.
Still.
Tenacious one. Not so tough now, are ya? Phantom Blade!
Leave it to me.
Getting stirred right.
Salamander handle. Do your thing.
Save this one just for you! After my back! Ooh, that's hot!
Interesting. Very interesting. Yes. After extracting the requisite essence from the components, the saturation level should be... Yes! I had not even begun to think of that technique. Passagian was truly a genius.
Once the substance is soluble, we will have the compound, correct?
Indubitably. Then finally the crystallization. It's all right here. The key to our success. The methodology is flawless, but the information is outdated. I believe with some adjustments to the necessary ingredients...
I see. It should be possible to procure these provisions.
Should we be having this conversation in a monster nest?
Careful, Morley. One might say you sound jealous if they didn't know better.
I'm not jealous. Let them talk about weird science experiments all day for all I care.
Fine, fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Eureka! I believe I have struck upon a method to weaken Deilephos. But first I must consult with Bon Voyage. While I discuss the finer details with him, you must gather the ingredients necessary for the elixir.
Ingredients? What ingredients?
I must be off. Palomina, explain it to them.
And there he goes.
Do not worry. I know what elements are essential to the execution of this endeavor. Shall we? There are 3 ingredients that Aish would like us to acquire. First, the croak of a frog. Next, a striped egg, only laid once every 1,000 years. Finally, the fur of a chatty cat.
That's a tall order. Where do we find all that?
Didn't Aish and that other guy talk about all this junk earlier? You know, when Val was looking for the support post.
Right. I did hear some mention of stuff like that. When I wasn't tuning out the conversation, at least.
I think we'll be able to find all of it right here in Lagrazzo.
Aish ordered us around, then hightailed it out of here. Though I guess we are the ones asking for the favor in the first place.
Palomina, I had a question for you. How would you describe your relationship with Aish?
Do forgive me for forcing you all to toil at the behest of my associate, and with hardly a hello from Aish himself. I suppose that I consider him my trusted tutor. I quite admire his capacity for learning and his passion for attaining knowledge. At times, Aish comports himself like a mature intellectual, and at others, I confess, I consider him like a brother brimming with curiosity. But perhaps what I most appreciate is that even after my ascension to the throne, Aish treated me the same as always. Yes, he is a close companion of mine.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that.
Morley, you should have asked to talk to her in private or something. Give yourself some alone time, you know?
Your plight has stirred the muse within me. I think I'll write a song about you. Don't worry, I'll perform it for you first.
What are you two going on about?
Please accept my apologies for any affront that Aish may have afforded. I should have warned everyone about his abrasive nature.
There you go again, acting like the big sister. Come on, everyone, let's hop to it. If we split up, I bet we can find all these ingredients in no time. That's 3 ingredients we need for the elixir. We should be able to find them in the area. Better start looking. Let's rest up.